Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be drawing this elf girl. I'll talk a little bit about my process while you can see me drawing in the background. I always start with the sketch layer and then I reduce the opacity on that layer a lot, and then I go over it again with a second sketch layer. I'll usually refine it a couple of times. I'll use the transform or distort tool to make any adjustments. Once I'm happy with my sketch, I'll make a final sketch layer, and this will be the cleanest layer that I've done so far, and it'll actually be the one that's used in the final piece. I used to ink all of my drawings with a completely opaque pen, and it didn't have any texture, but I started using a kind of more textured pencil that has a little bit of opacity to it for my final lines, since I incorporate my lines into my painting now. Start color blocking. I use a different layer for each main color because when I'm doing the actual painting part, I apply a clipping mask above each color for painting the shadows and such. I like a sharp blocky look in my work, so when I'm painting, I actually use the lasso tool to make a selection and then paint inside of it, and it gives your painting a really sharp edge, which I really like. I'll go over it with a low opacity brush, and I'll go over those sections to create the form and the shadows and the highlights. One thing I had to be careful about is that if you go over one section too many times with a low opacity brush, it actually starts looking kind of muddy, so you really have to limit how many passes you go over. After I'm happy with the basic forms, I'll start painting over the line work in places and incorporating the lines into the painting. I usually focus on areas like the nose, the mouth, and under the eyes, although I really kind of went all out with this one. You'll see I incorporate the hair and actually incorporated most of the lines into the line work. I actually felt like I kind of lost some of the original charm, and I brought some of the line work back with a darker version of the base colors and a smooth brush pen to kind of bring it back, give the whole drawing a more refined look in the end. I feel like I went a little bit overboard with this one. I think I was happier with the original line, so I'll just have to experiment with that in the future. I really do like a less finished look to my pieces, so I had to be careful not to go overboard like I did this time, but overall I'm really happy with how this drawing turned out. It was really just an experimental kind of thing. I've been practicing with this coloring technique and practicing incorporating the lines into my paintings, so again, I think that it actually turned out pretty well. I made some minor color adjustments at the end. One thing that I noticed about the colors is that they were pretty much all mid-tone colors, which I think kind of detracted from the final piece. So in my next piece, I'll make sure that I incorporate more light and dark tones and make sure that it's not also mid-ground. Alright, there's the finished piece. Thank you so much for watching my video. I put up new videos every week. You can like and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more content. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!